Hello, potato family. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today's reading is you're in the void and feeling quite lost and just some current energy on that, and then also advice and progressing forward through it. So we have three piles to pick from today. And just note that this is a general reading, so if a pile does not resonate for you, please pick another pile, or you can even pick more than one pile. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's a general reading. So for pile number one, we have this little ribbon with a star here. Ribbon with a star attached. And then pile number two, we have, I'm not quite sure what this is. It's some type of flower. It seems like something that is missing pieces. It's something that feels like there's something missing there. I think it probably broke off from something, but let's say a very missing piece there. And pile number three, we have this beautiful, intricate keychain of sorts. I think it's a charm, but it's really pretty. All right, I will let you go ahead and make your decision, and I'll see you in the reading. Hello, pile number one. This is your reading for feeling lost and needing advice in the next steps forward for the voidness of it all. And so you have on the top of your reading here, actually let's move those up a little bit. I'm already messing with the cards. You have 10 of Swords, which is a quite out of all the 10 of Swords I've seen, there's more activity with you. It looks like there's almost an attempt. So it's some sort of painful ending has occurred. There's some type of painful ending. And I almost see that you're kind of trapped within that energy. But almost sort of trying to get out of it, but not there. It's like this sort of like passive energy of trying to get out of that. And I feel very a pressure on my chest here. I'm feeling a pressure on my chest. So whatever this painful ending is, it's really hurt your heart here. Definitely feeling that. And there's a lot of nostalgia in regards to this ending. I see if you come down here to the Two of Cups, it's possibly an ending within a relationship or something that was just really emotionally fulfilling to you, somewhere that you chose to be, something that you wanted. And now I see you sort of off on your own. And it's possible that maybe even you chose to leave. But it doesn't have to be for everybody, but I see that it's almost like, yeah, this energy of like moving on with I get the message of just the memories here, especially with the Six of Cups and them holding on to this Pentacles, is that all you hold now are these memories. And there's something, so this is all very much current energies, and then I'll get into the advice for moving forward. But there's something to do. I feel that you're facing something here what it could be anything. This is a general read, so it's, it can reach a lot of people, but there's something that is coming towards you, and a real, I almost wonder if you're you might even be at odds with this person or situation, and there's this, it's like you're standing ready to battle with it, but or possibly that it feels as though it's looming. There's something going on that's looming here. Maybe let's see what this what is this looming that I'm getting? Possibly some type of worry about what's next, what's coming next, especially with all these figures in black. There's sort of this protection, or almost ready to battle with anything that does come your way, like possibly feeling that, just a kind of unsureness. I'm getting very unsure feelings of what's next in life, what's coming next. And so coming down here again, like I said, it looks like there was some type of severed tie with something that very much brought you emotional fulfillment, and it's sort of this like packing up and going and moving on, but it's real sad, holding on to like some type of real sweet memories. And this Emperor here, again with this sort of protective, there's a protective element here, almost that are you angry? Let's see. What's going on here with this it's funny, I keep thinking this is a Hierophant, but it's not the Hierophant, but you got it clarified. It's the Emperor, but you have clarified by the Hierophant and the Fool. Yeah, I'm getting this very much like you just don't, you're worried about making like wrong choices in life, that you're worried that the choices that you do make will possibly lead to the same outcome here. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that Spirit is going to say that's not true. Let's pull one more. Is there any more that you want to tell me about these current energies here, Spirit? Any more you want to tell me about these current energies? The Wheel of Fortune. So very much, that's okay, fine, I'll take them all. The Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Yes, okay. That life, okay. Maybe we're getting into the advice here. That life, just because life knocks you off of one timeline, doesn't mean that it's going to be the same thing. It doesn't mean because you step out into a new adventure, into a new timeline, and it's really good and things are great and you feel like you're succeeding at it, that it's all going to fall apart. I really believe this is your mindset here, is that you believe that things just fall apart yeah, that if you go towards something and it's good, that it's just going to eventually fall apart, and that's just not the case. That's that that is, yeah, it's an untrue. You don't have to worry about these, the shadows of life coming at you. You don't have to battle with the unknown. I'm getting very much battle with the unknown. Now this emperor makes more sense. You're just like on guard, very on guard, and ready to ready for the worst outcome, especially with this, all of these right here in line with each other. This tower, like that everything is going to fall apart. All right, so let's see. What is Spirit's advice for you? Let's move on to this deck. Spirit, what is your advice for... I'm going to move this down here so I can fill in that. What is your advice for pile number 1 here? Healing. Need for healing of this ending. Proper healing. Proper healing. A facing of those, a real need to face that lion, that struggle. Lion in the strength card there very much represents this kind of like this thing that you are struggling with here, and there's a need to face that, to heal, to move forward, really. To heal is the first step. The first step is to face it. To face that lion, that pain, that thing that you don't want to look at. It is to face it first, then to heal, and then to move forward. But there's this blockage here of moving forward. It's almost like, sort of contracted to it's almost like that you've signed a contract with yourself to never let this happen again. I promise myself, I promise the wounded side of myself that I will never let myself get hurt like this again. I do not want to experience this pain. I will. And then even I wonder too, with this 6 of Cups, for some would be just even holding on to these memories of some type of ending. I recently did some inner work for myself for a past trauma. I lost children when I over 10 years ago, actually, when I was like 25, and I'm 37 now. But I realized that the period of time that that I healed this, I thought that I had healed it and I come out the other side of it because I didn't feel anything about it. So I thought, it's healed. But looking back, it's recently resurfaced and come to my attention that it was improperly healed because I just spent the entire time drunk and to get through the pain of that. And I eventually popped out one day and just completely dissociated with it, and just made the decision, I just don't even want children. So this, and then that it all happened for the best. So there's this real avoidance and worry, and I'm trying to relate to you here is the kind of, there's a proper way to heal things, and the proper way is not to be on guard from it, or just build a blockage to it. Just like keep it in its little box, and there it'll sit, and I'll hold on to the memories, and I don't, I'll just like move forward without doing any healing of it at all, and we'll just like power through this. But it stays with you, and it makes you unsure of life, and it will make you fearful of what life will bring in for you, because if you have something in your subconscious that is extremely painful, whatever that may be for you, if it stays there, then it will only create panic within you when you step forth on any path and it feels good, and then all of a sudden, boom, that not necessarily that will happen, but you're worried constantly that will happen, and you might even create scenarios where that does happen. And even with this Fool moved over to the other side of this tower, you can never even get to the new start, the new adventure, because, or possibly that it's just like, here again, repeat, you know? Okay, anything else, Spirit? Wow, that just flew on out, and I fell to the floor. So, Knight of Pentacles. Strength. I love this. Okay. And I'm getting a little weepy looking at it because it's very beautiful. I love this. So, a real need to make the slow steps forward. You don't have to, like, with any healing or moving on from something, because this doesn't, there's healing there too. Okay, sorry, yes. Very much with healing, it's a slow process. And here with this Knight of Pentacles, it's a slow process of releasing too. This little trail of, of little, they're pentacles, but, of memories that they're just slowly, you don't have to really like let go of memories, but the baggage, the pain, as you heal, you drop another heavy load that you're carrying. And with that, you don't have to necessarily, oh man, wow, I love that. There's that lion repeating in her face here with the Strength card, is that the recognition for one, sorry, I'm getting a lot of information at once right now. Whew, okay, Spirit, slow down. Start with the first message, is that the recognition that painful experiences in your life, it's not just like happening to you for no reason and life is against you, or your spirit guides aren't looking out for you, or God has abandoned you and he's not listening. But at a soul level, there was a desire for real lessons to be learned in life. And you don't have to repeat those lessons, but that at a soul level, that your soul wants to like experience some stuff to grow, and that those experiences make you so strong. And especially within healing of them and incorporating them in a proper way within yourself, and going, wow, I went through that and it has made me so strong, and I don't look at it in a painful way anymore because I have healed from it, but I look at it as a part of me that has made me, that has made me even into a more me than was before, if that makes sense. That you incorporate both I'm not saying weak as in a derogatory way, but the emotional, weak as in I'm trying to look for the right word here. Please help me out, Spirit. The fragile, there you go, with this little lamb here, the fragile parts of yourself that are hurt, is that you are both that strong person that has gone through this, but also there is a fragile self that was hurt by this, but that is very set, that you can make that very separate from you, that this is outside of you and with healing, especially with her wearing that little heart necklace there, within healing, is that you can almost set free that little fragile, broken part of yourself eventually. Like it stays with you for now, but it's very much, like it's around, but it'll eventually go off and be on its own, and you won't carry it with you. Okay, that was a very beautiful message. Let's move on to, let's move on. My boyfriend recently said, when he was watching one of my readings, he's like, why do you keep pulling more cards when the message has already been received? I'm like, I just hate to end readings. He's like, you've repeated yourself like 10 times. Why do you keep going? And I'm all like, I just don't want to end the reading. All right. So being true. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. Hold on. I am true to myself and others, and I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. So I almost feel like this is an illusion for yourself here too. This, the illusion that the reality that you might be creating in your mind of that you need to be on guard about life, and that's just that things go badly. And that's just not true. That's not true. And you really, to find what's true would be through healing, is through facing things, the things that have happened that are painful for you, and healing them, and then moving forward, and then it really incorporating it as a part of you, as opposed to a part of you that is strong, and not fearful. And even to this, going back to this this emperor here, and this is this fear idea, but then also the emperor here standing and being strong, and not having to not worrying that the towers, the tower moment, everything's going to fall apart. All right, the journey. You are soaring to new heights. Experiment, play. Allow your spirit the freedom to explore new and exciting possibilities for your life. Follow the rainbow across the horizon. A pot of gold awaits. Yes, 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 yes. Do not be fearful in life. Do not prevent new timelines from happening, or feeling as though timelines are going to dump you if you're enjoying them. Life is beautiful. Life is absolutely beautiful. All right, starfish. The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? So with that, let me put this back correctly. What outward appearances of life are you relying on? Like the look of something, or your experience of something, as opposed to the truth of it. The truth of it. By outward appearances, it looks like, oh, this is chaos and painful. and this is something that I don't want to experience, but looking deeper into something, and finding the truth of it. Okay, let's pull some Archangel cards here, please, Spirit. Any last advice? Last advice. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm taking the bottom one because it's sticking out, but I'm not taking 3 cards. Career transition. Archangel Chamuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So, okay. Just because one timeline ends and that it feels painful and it feels like something that possibly you didn't want to, but or even possibly that you chose to move forward from, it doesn't mean that like just random stuff is happening to you. That sometimes things are meant to be, and there's like a place that is better that you can't quite see yet. And until you're there and in it and doing it, it's just there feels like there's all this resistance to it, because it's like, well, I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So it's, how am I, you almost feel like you're like kind of confused and in the dark and up against like life's, what mysteries will life bring you? But know that like there's better sides to life, that life brings you gifts, and that it's not just always, it's not ever trying to take something away from you all the time and never replace it with anything good. That's just not the way life works. Life is really trying to work for you, and you just can't quite see the you can't see it yet. You can't see it without it being. All right. Arakura, blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. Yes, you're just now, it looks like if you're feeling the void right now, that's the first step. I said this is the first step. That's the first step from the void, out of the void, into healing. But you are at the initial zero state, the zero state of being in the feeling of lostness. And that is it's actually a blessing to feel confused and lost, because from that point, you can create anything. You can create a new reality, a new timeline, a better way forward. There's so much, especially with blossoming, something new can grow when you feel as though everything is ended, and it's like the void is very much a blank slate. It's like the Matrix loading room, like anything can be created from it. All right. That was your reading, pile number 1. I hope that all resonated, and if it did not, please pick another pile. If you could like this video and subscribe to my channel, it would really help me grow, and I hope to see you on a future reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is your reading for feeling lost, being in the void, and needing some direction out of that. And so far I've got your current energies here and your oracle cards, so we'll try to fill in the rest, but I'll start by reading your current energy here. So I'm seeing a very it's interesting, this 5. So we have the 5 of Swords, the Devil, and the 10 of Wands here. And in this 5, there is somebody that is reaching up for these swords, almost prematurely though, but there's kind of nowhere to go, because there's like this tiredness going on. But then you look over here and this devil here, and whatever this struggle is, I don't want to say it's self-imposed, because it's very much that it's an outside source. I'm seeing that there is an outside source for whatever struggle, but that your bindings are not real. Or I'm getting this message of they just like threw these things on you, and you're not really like tied to something. Okay. Sorry, I'm just picking up on a few. Yeah, there's some type of toxic outside energy, some type of negative situation where you feel as though you have been tied down by this, and you're very much feeling trapped by it. Yeah, it's not like you're actually trapped to this. But I see with this 10 of Wands here, it's almost like that you have tied yourself to something that that you've tied yourself to it. There's no your bindings to it are loose. You can get out of it. But you've taken on this burden of it. You've tied yourself to it, and almost just sort of been like, especially with this person here, just sort of like sitting there and being like, I'm tied to this and there's no way out. But it's you're not really it's like you tied yourself to it. I don't know how else to read that, but other than that. And then like there's this like offer of something coming in, but you can't see it. Because you're just choosing not to accept possibly help. That maybe that's what the message is, that there's help, but you're not even like choosing to receive help for this lostness that you're feeling. And yeah, I'm seeing you even surrounded here with offers of something. So I get the message of help. Let's see, what are these offers of? What are these offers? There's an offers of something, but it's like you're let's see, let's put these down here. Offers of offers of love, of connection, of I'm getting almost to help to talk you, to sit there with you through what you're mentally going through, and to form some type of like love connection. I'm not saying it has to be romantic, but to show you love and care. There's like people, I'm seeing like people around you that want to help, but you just are like, you would, I don't want to say that you're sitting within something, but that's, I don't want to say it in a judgy way, so as kind as I can say it, but it does look like that you're staying in an energy and like sort of just like, that's what keeps your hands full, is that like you would rather just keep going over this. I guess that's with this 2 of Pentacles, it's just like juggling the negative energy of it, as opposed to like almost that so there these outside people, or like outside help, that wants to come in, but you're like, oh, it's okay, like I can do this on my own. Very much this, I got this, I can do this on my own. And it's like I'm, yeah, not even seeing any, not even looking at or accepting help. But people, I get this message that the people around you are like, they really want to help. They really want to help you. They just want you to feel loved and cared about. Because I'm seeing very much that they see this stuckness, this thing that you're going through. All right, Spirit, what is your advice for them? I'm going to go ahead and assume that Spirit is going to say, let people in. I don't know. 10 of Swords. Letting go. First message, letting go. Letting go. Oh, yeah. Let's move these over again. This is so letting, if there is something that you are feeling trapped to, letting go so you can move forward to create something new in your life. That something new can't be created until you move on from this. So I know that's easier said than done, but your Spirit's advice is really just, you gotta accept the pain of this, the ending. Something has to end here. Something that, and that it can be painful. If it hasn't already ended, it looks like there's some type of stuck energy here. So if it's not completely ended, it needs to be completely ended. And so you can have something better. And just to start something new. There needs to be something new created. And this old energy is not, it's not for you anymore. And that your relationships, we're going back to this Two of Cups here. For some, this could be about a relationship and that a new relationship wants to come in, or very much that we're asking, letting people in. And also even going back to if you have been stuck in a relationship or a painful, possibly sort of ending of something, or I don't know, this sort of in-between area of something, or that this very much could be offers of, this isn't for everyone, but for some, offers of love trying to come in, but you're still focused over here, and there's this need to let go to bring that in. But for most, this will be that healing with others. Allow people to come in and help you. Allow people to be a support for you when you're going through stuff. You don't have to do things alone. The Fool. New journey. New carefree journey. That letting go of that burden too. Very much letting go. Just letting it all go. Okay, I guess that deck is done. Any more advice, Spirit, for pile number 2 on feeling lost? Any more advice? Doesn't seem like anything wants to pop out. King of Swords and 3 of Swords. Why do I get the message of like take responsibility for your own heart, be the there's a couple messages here. So that for some, that this could be something that's very, if there has not been an ending yet, which it doesn't look like. It looks like that you're staying within something. There's some type of toxic energy that you feel tied to, but you're staying within it, and it really needs to leave, because look at how beautiful all this right here is. There's very much in for like a new start too. To start back. I know that it possibly too that it might feel as though you're just like starting over and like jumping off a cliff if you were to untie yourself from some type of thing, but it very much is the advice here. And with this King of Swords, that an acknowledgement that it could very well break your heart, that it might be a painful thing to do, but that you got this. You can make those steps forward. You can end the things that you feel are a burden to you, that aren't working for you, that are toxic energies in your life, that those things are not good for you, But then also there is another message here for others, that just take responsibility over the welfare of your heart, of what your heart's desire is that you hold the sword to the injury to your, like, that you guard your heart here. You guard and protect your heart that has possibly been injured in the past, or from injury ever, is that you are the protector of your heart. And so take ownership of that, and don't ever stay in, don't tie yourself to things that feel not good. All right, inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. So if you struggle with feelings of unworthiness, which very much this inner beauty here talks about, know that you are worth so much. You are every creature on this planet, every soul is so beautiful. And there's so many versions of beauty, and I hate that we put, hate's a bad word, but whatever, I'll use it in this instance, is we put so much emphasis on outer beauty. And it is true that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but there's so many versions of beauty. And just because life projects this one or a couple versions of what is the high, like I really do feel like physical beauty is put on this pedestal, which is just insane. Like who, like what? Because you won the lottery? Like it, because you won the physical lottery, you deserve, I don't know, respect for yourself, or a high self-esteem, or all these crazy things, which is just so absurd. It really is such an absurd thing that we put physical beauty, which is like, putting a quarter in a slot machine and hoping that, it's silly. It's silliness. And there's beauty that is from within, that is, and you could totally be beautiful on the outside too. I'm not saying that you're not, like, there's so many, like, I'm just saying that there's so many versions of beauty. And to me, the most important beauty is inner beauty, and somebody that stays within something when it's past its due date, its expiry date or whatever, that is a beautiful person because they're staying for reasons that are completely, I would assume, selfless, but probably a little bit selfish in the fact that you don't want to probably hurt yourself too, but also you don't want to hurt the other. I'm not saying this is about a person necessarily, but it could be. But you're strong. There's a beauty in the strength of that. But what's most important too is yourself. And you need to take care of yourself first before you can take care of anything else in life. So ending the things that need to be ended, then that's really, really key. A place beyond time. Don't get so caught up with the everyday drama of life. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, and allow it to carry you into a peaceful space inside your heart, an eternal place beyond time filled only with love. I like this, that it's like, close your eyes, focus on your breath, and allow it to carry you into a peaceful space inside your heart. Like the everyday drama of life, don't tie yourself to the everyday drama of your life. Take a moment right now and look inside yourself, and what do you want your life to look like? Does it look like, when you think of your most ideal life, do you feel stuck? When you look at your most ideal life, do you feel toxic energy like overwhelming you? Do you feel that you're trapped and there's no way out? No, that's when you look at your ideal life, you do not picture that at all. And trust and believe that that's not normal. You don't have to feel that way. And I'm not saying you're abnormal or anything. I'm just saying that is a red flag to you to remove the things in life that are causing you so much repeated pain or chaos. All right, Gazelle. I did not pull this one. All right, the gazelle represents supreme grace with every move. This awe-inspiring beauty emits sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper-vigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. Yes, 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 yes. What is it that it just take a look around you. Take a look around you, and if your life looks like this, then you should be looking around your life and it looking beautiful, and it feeling like a perfect example of what, maybe not perfect, sorry, nothing's ever perfect. Everything, like life is, sometimes things are perfect, but most of the time it gets it pretty decently close, and we have to just be happy with that. But if it doesn't feel like the way that you want it to or look like, then you just need to shift out of it. And the first step is ending something. There's something that needs to end. Divine Order, Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Oh, I love that there's this sort of illusion that's going on, and this not looking at it either. There is this illusion that I was speaking of earlier, that where you feel trapped to something, but you're not. You're very much not. These are loose ropes that have just been like thrown on you, and you can get out of there. All right, let's pull Goddess card, please, Spirit, for pile number 2. Divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Yes, be honest here. I love when Spirit like confirms everything that I've just been saying, because then I don't feel like I'm just like talking nonsense. But what do you want your life to look like? If you could do me a favor after this reading is over, is close your eyes for a few moments and imagine your most beautiful life and know that you can have that is yours, that it's just getting, you can't have those things though if your life currently doesn't reflect it at all. So it's a letting go of the things that do not align with you to be able to create what does, and really get in touch with what it is that you feel most aligned with, what makes your heart feel on fire. All right, I'm gonna pull one last card to end this reading. Is there any last words here, Spirit? I thought one came out, but maybe not. Maybe Spirit's been trying to tell me to move on when the message has been received. I love that for you. I love that. I love that. It's really like with that rope there, again, with that rope, untie yourself. Untie yourself. You do not have to be a martyr to any situation. You do not have to keep yourself tied to anything in life. This is your life. You came here to live your life. What do you want it to look like? All right. I think that's a good place to leave it. I hope that all resonated, pile number 2. If it did not, please pick another pile. If you could please like this video and subscribe to my channel, it would really help me grow. Please leave a comment down below on your situation. Tell me what's going on with you. I love to hear that. And I hope to see you on a future reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is your reading for feeling lost and needing some advice in that. And I've already got your current energies on the table, and then we have some oracle cards over here. But so far I'm seeing, so you have the Ace of Swords, 4 of Wands, and Page of Swords. But what's interesting is you have a few pages here. Page of Rods, Page of Swords, again. So I'm wondering if there was some type of communication that happened. And because especially with these two people that are sitting there, or possibly a communication that needs to happen, but there's some type of truth to it, a truth that has been revealed or needs to be revealed. And I'm seeing this forward movement here of possibly something, a truth that needs to be revealed to move forward. To move forward. This 6 of Cups, I'm a little bit lost on here, Spirit. I'm wondering if this is a truth from the past. Tell me, Spirit, what is this 6 doing here? What is this? Queen of Wands. That doesn't help me at all. Queen of Wands. Let me just... All right. I'm just getting to just sort of take action on something, some type of communication. All right. Let's move on to this. Yeah, let's continue with that deck. Tell me more, Spirit, about this current energies here. Tell me about this communicate. Oh my goodness. So many cards. All right. We have another page on the board. I'm just going to move this over here. We have another page. The Page of Pentacles and the Queen. Let's see what else we have. Queen of Pentacles and the... So whatever this communication that very much with so many pages, it's a communication that is like been a long time coming. This needs, and that's what's, I wonder if this is what's, it's creating this sort of lost feeling. But there's I'm seeing a worry that this won't be received well, that it won't be, that somebody will be very defensive, very, very defensive. And there's this needing to come together to work something out. But someone here is really, really, they're either defensive or you think that they're going to be defensive, but they're in the middle here, a real need to come together, to create happiness within something again. And I almost wonder possibly if somebody is more defensive than the other. It looks like both parties are a bit defensive, but one person is more defensive, like really defensive, or you're worried that they'll be like really defensive. But whatever this I'm very curious. What is this Well, it's communication about, because that's what I asked prior. So it's a communication about the connection involved. And what about this connection? What about this connection? There's a back and forth energy here. A back and forth energy. Or possibly somebody is taking on more, or feeling as though they're taking on more for some, but sort of an in and out for others. This sort of in and out, in and out. All right. But very much two people need to sit, and I don't even see you guys like properly facing each other here. They're here in a sheets. That's the way this is depicted, but what is going on in this one? The Page of Swords. Somebody's like taking a sword. Are they just looking at it? It's like looking at something that needs to be communicated, but not really needing about something to do with someone being like in and out of the relationship or the situation, or that somebody's taking on more and they feel really like out of that things are unbalanced because of that. All right, Spirit. So what's the advice here? What is the advice? I assume drop your defenses. Oh man, there's so many cards. I'll take the cards that came upright. 10 of Cups. So we have 9 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the Strength card is to drop your defenses, to be open, to be that, and possibly too that this person might be defensive against whatever this truth is that needs to be communicated. Or I really just see a lack of communication here. There's a real lack of communication going on, and that's causing problems. It's causing a real disconnect. And with the 9 of Wands, it's very much lowering that wall or defensiveness, and even communicating too, if you have been hurt at all here, if there's been some hurt that's gone on within, this is a general read, whatever situation resonates here. If there's pain that's involved, communicate that to them. Because here comes the 10 of Cups, because when things, it looks like that things at one point were really good. It looks like life, if it's just a situation, life, or between a person, that when things are good, that the connection is just so beautiful, that it's so beautiful and connected, and that the way forward to that is to just communicate what it is that you feel is out of balance. What feels out of balance to you, communicate that to them. Or communicate your possible injuries as well. The 9 of Wands is very much about standing right before the 10, and like after the battle, basically. All right. And so with the 7 of Swords and the Strength card, there's that in and out energy again. And even with this too, the sort of dueling faces, is that communicate, if this is a communication about somebody being in and out, but I almost get the message that they just sort of need the communication just needs to take place for them to be tamed. Okay, that's not for everybody, but for some, that's a very specific message, is that they just need the communication to happen for them to, not that you take control of them or something, but for them to even realize that you want, that this is what you need, that this is what you require. For others, it's this realization that a relationship doesn't have to be like sort of this fight, or not that there's a fight going on, but like this, it's kind of like a sneaky vibe with the 7 of Swords is very much kind of like sneaking around and like being like, I don't know, just kind of not having like great like ill intentions, that it can be like, see that it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be someone's doing wrong or someone's at fault, or like that it can be that you can see both sides of that a relationship is about incorporating both people, that it's not just one person that's doing wrong, or I'm reading this like it's a relationship. I don't know. There's so many different people I could reach, but yeah, that there are two sides to everything. There's two sides to everything, and that to see both perspectives is to not, and also to not see the other person in the light of yeah, because like, yeah, even with the strength card here, sorry, I'll finish what I just said. See the other person in the light of like that they're doing bad things, or that they're at fault, or that they're the evil one or something, or vice versa, or that they're going to think that of you. Because it looks like whatever this happiness that has been is very strong and very connected and beautiful when it's good. But there's this like other side to it too, and that's why the communication here there's something that needs to be communicated. All right, let me pull, oh, that one just like popped up. That one just popped. So many pages. There is something. There is a message. There is a message that needs to be said. How many pages? I mean, that's so many pages. There is something. Please communicate it. Because communication, you cannot connect with people in your life unless you communicate with them. This is the biggest frustration to me, I think. And not that I'm frustrated with you, but I'll talk to people. I have friends where they'll be like, oh, I don't want to, I don't want to upset somebody. I don't want to do, like, I don't like confrontation. And it's like, how can anybody ever change the behaviors that are making you feel bad? How could they possibly ever change their behaviors if you don't communicate with them? Nothing can ever be different within your relationships if you fear communication, because we have not got to the point yet where we can read each other's minds. Or actually, no, sorry, this is just reality. It's like that. This on the other side, when we're just floating around in the ethers and connected to unconditional love, and everyone is one, and we're just this big ball of energy and awesomeness. We can, every thought is there and felt, and like there's no, you don't have to say anything. It's like it's there. Anybody can receive it. But here in this limited space, we have to move our mouths and push air through these meat tubes it's really a gross process. We're like these monkey creatures that are just grunting to put, but what a beautiful thing that we have developed. A beautiful thing that we have developed to be able to communicate in this limited reality. So use that meat tube of yours and spew out whatever it is that you need to say, so that your connections, your relationships, your situations in the world can better align with who you are and what you need, and meet your needs. People cannot meet your needs until you communicate them. All right, let's read this. Action. My divine action incites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. My desire to manifest light transforms tests into growth, challenge into opportunity, and fear into love. Yes, take action. There is something that just take action with your lips and communicating, there's something that needs to be said. And don't fear a dispute or it not being received. It doesn't matter. Okay, so that's also very key, is if you have something to say, let's say, okay, worst case scenario. Here's the worst case scenario. You have something to say because your needs aren't being met, or there's something not aligned properly within a relationship. You communicate it, the other person doesn't receive it. That's worst case scenario. That is or they get angry. Okay, yeah, they don't receive it in an angry way. That's the worst case scenario. Then just move on from that person. If a person can't, if after a while, like give them a little bit of time to receive the message. Sometimes I don't take things right away well, but give them like a couple days. If they're still like, then that just move on. You communicated it. If they can't meet you, then that's bye. See ya. You don't have to stay around people that can't hear you, that you can't communicate with. Because if you can't communicate, then that's not fair. Faithfulness. I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. Yes. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. Yes. Yes, yes. Be devoted to your needs. What is it that you need that you have not communicated or that you're having trouble communicating? What is it? Whatever it is, say it. It doesn't matter how it's going to... That's the thing. Well, the bottom line is it doesn't matter how it's going to be received. It doesn't matter. If you should definitely communicate in the most... You can't communicate in a way of attacking somebody else. Like, you did this to me. The best way to communicate is to be like, this situation happened and this is how it affected me. Not ever pointing fingers, but by being like, because this happened, this is how this made me feel. And that is the best way to communicate, because then you don't have, if you're worried about defensiveness, if you come at somebody with an attack, then yeah, it's not going to be met well. But when you come at somebody with how you're hurting or how something has made you feel, then there's no way that they might get defensive, but that's on them. Let them be defensive. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how they're going to receive it. What matters is that you communicate it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. After your communication, is wish-wash. You don't have to worry about how they feel about it or anything like that. That's up to you. Just communicate. That's all your job is when you feel hurt by something, to communicate it. Sacred knowledge. Ancient and sacred knowledge is waiting within the heart of the earth, yearning to be discovered. Crystals hold the key. Connect energetically with the earth and her crystal realm. Healing, love, and abundance result. Ooh, ancient and sacred knowledge is waiting within the heart of the earth. So ancient, the knowledge of you, the knowledge of your desires and your needs is like, it's literally a message of like, it's all within you. It's waiting for you to acknowledge it and then communicate your needs. But until you do, healing, love, and abundance result. Once you tap into yourself and what you need, everything else just sort of works itself out. Like, there's no, you can't ignore that part of yourself, basically. You have to tap into it. All right, the wolf. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. So I love this because especially with the includes children walking in their parents' footsteps, the idea that if there is some let's say I just get this message, there's someone in your life that is not aligning. There's something that's not aligning here, is and all these pages too, there's a childlike quality here going on, especially with this 6 of Cups too, very childlike energy. So if there is someone in your life, know that you can help. Not treat them as though they're a child. What am I trying to say? That you can give them the benefit of communication before anything else. Is don't assume anything. And that sort of, what did it say? It said don't embrace all, exclude none. Embrace the communication with this person as opposed to excluding. Like, don't embrace their potential growth. Allow them to choose the direction. Don't choose for them, basically. Don't just assume that it's going to be met with defensiveness or a fight or whatever, that it's. Give them a chance. Communicate something, whatever it is that you need to communicate with them. Give them a chance to give them a chance. Give them a chance. Yes. And then also that assuming with the wolf, that wolf mentality. Assuming. Don't assume. Don't assume that everyone's on the same page with you. They can't read your mind. You have to communicate. All right, let's pull some Archangel cards, or one Archangel card, please, Spirit, for pile number. Whoa, that one fell out. Passion, Archangel Haniel. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So I just feel like that's just another confirmation to, I love the colors are very matchy with these too. There is something beautiful here. There was something beautiful. Whatever this connection is, it's very beautiful when you two are together, or if it's about not a relationship, whatever this is, it brought you so much happiness and joy, and was really fulfilling. And you should trust that, to put the effort into that by working on your communication. All right, let's get a Archangel. Oh my gosh, I'm not taking all those. I'll take the top one. Home, Vesta. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. And okay, we don't have to say occupants. We can leave occupants because it looks like there's very much that a communication that needs to happen. So we're not trying. Don't try to. Let's not take that literally, but it's improving, and the healthy, a move or a healthy change in your in your navigating this, there needs to be and trust and believe that it is working out. You just needs, two people need to come on, get on the same page, because when you're on the same page, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. All right, is there any last words, Spirit, before I end this reading? Any last words? Spirit might be a little like, no, change the occupants. If I was wrong about the occupants, you can correct me, Spirit. Of course, nothing wants to jump out. Maybe I'm supposed to end the reading there. No. You just got to put in the effort. Again, I literally just said that. To just keep working on this, to keep working on what you've already, especially with the Four of Wands here, what you've already built of this beautiful thing that you've already built, because 2 10 of cups here, 2 10 of cups. It looks like when you two are on the same page, things are so beautiful and connected. So just keep putting in the work, and even working on yourself with working on communication, need for communication. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that all resonated. Pile number 3, please leave a comment down below on your specific situations. I love to read them. If you could like this video and subscribe to my channel, it would really help me grow. And I hope to see you on a future reading. Bye.